Greetings. Today I'd like to do a quick look at the new AtomX core module from Core SWX. This was announced back at the time that the Atomos Neon production monitors were announced, and then it never actually seemed to become available. The Neon monitors themselves have more or less been discontinued at this point. The 17, I believe, is still available. The 24, at least on B&H, is listed as unavailable at this time. And when I got it, it was at blowout. They were clearly trying to clear out their inventory of it. So it was significantly cheaper than it was originally announced and released at. And also it came bundled with the little button bar, which I don't have hooked up here. Even this yoke from Shape, I got at, it was 50, if not 60% discount from B&H, because again, they were clearly trying to get rid of the Neon stuff. So I kind of gave up hope of this thing ever showing up. It's still not listed on Core's site itself, except for that original press release. But surprisingly, it showed up on B&H's website maybe about a month ago. I don't know. When I noticed it was about a month ago, as available for pre-order. And I had not previously seen it on B&H's website either. So I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a try, put the pre-order in, forgot about it, expecting for it to never actually show up. And then a couple days ago, I got the ship notice that it's shipping. And if you look at B&H's website right now, it actually shows as in stock. So I don't know how many of these have been made, but if you have a Neon monitor from Atomos, this is a nice device to have to make your Neon portable. Quick look at the device. I have the gold mount version. They also make a V mount, although I didn't check B&H for the availability of the V mount. But it's got 2 gold mounts on either side. It's got a 3-pin XLR output that is the 19 volts that the Atomos monitors use, and then a little on-off rocker switch. So it also comes with a 6-foot cable, 6'6" cable, something like that. The cable did not come with the Velcro wrap. I added the Velcro wrap myself. And the cable is not something that you can order separately, I believe. But I don't know if it'll focus in on that. You can see it's got the connector that the Atomos uses. This is not a rotatable LEMO, so the red dot is such that the cable will always go in. I'll show you that in a moment when I hook it up. And then of course the other side is 3-pin XLR to go into the adapter. So I will rotate this around. So here is the power input. And as I said, it only will go one way. It's going to always want to go this way. One thing that they did not include was any kind of clamp. Now there are 1/4-20s on the top, the bottom, so you could mount it to something to put it onto your, I don't have a clamp as of yet, but you can get that. And then the other thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to plug this in, and I am going to attach a pair of gold mount batteries. These batteries are both currently fully charged, and you can see the power switch. And then I will flip this back around and turn the monitor on. You can see the monitor is booting up, and there's no input at the moment. So if you will Give me just a second. So now we have the camera that you're watching now, so you're going to get that sort of infinite vision. That's daisy chained off of the video assist that I use to record these videos. And the color is going to be wrong because it's got a LUT for my red Komodo enabled at the moment. But for the purposes of showing it, this is what is powering the monitor. And if you can see that, I don't know if it's going to be blown out or not. There, with the LED backlight went off, so now you can see it. So these batteries are saying, well, this other one is saying an hour even, and this one's an hour and a half. It behaves like a lot of other battery devices where if one battery has slightly more charge than the other, which is technically actually the case here, they're nearly 100% full. It will do the bring them down with the one that has the most charge coming down fastest, and then when they hit equilibrium, they will then come down evenly. So you got to be careful when they're getting low, because when you swap, you want to make sure you have enough runtime on one of them to be able to swap the battery on the other side. You do not actually need both batteries attached at the same time. So I can take this off. You can see the monitor is running just fine. And then if I come over here, tap this until it cycles back around. So now it is drawing about 10 amps from the battery, and now it's showing about 36 minutes on the battery. So you can technically run with one battery, but this monitor does draw quite a bit of power. So put this back on. Now this is back to saying we now are 10, and it is saying 5.3 amps being drawn. So, not necessarily the most interesting thing, but one of those things that if you need it, you really kind of need it. It's always, a lot of the time, I haven't used this monitor simply because being able to get power to it was not convenient, because the only way you had to plug it in was with the AC adapter, and then you had to figure out how to get AC to it, which if you're not always the easiest thing to do, as I'm sure most of you know. So with the AtomX, I don't know how long they're going to be available for or how many cores made, why it suddenly has shown up 4 years since the Neon was released, especially since Atomos has pretty much given up on the Neon. Like I say, the 24 is listed as discontinued on B&H's website now. The two larger ones they discontinued before they ever even shipped. The enhanced MCU module. So for those that don't know, the way the Neon works is it has kind of a Ninja brain unit that has no screen on it. Instead, it plugs into the monitor. They even use the old AtomX for the SDI. And the OS on this is old. You know, it's 10.25 or something like that. So not anywhere current for Atomos's OS. You can still get the 17 on B&H. You know, they show the 17 is available on B&H, but I'm guessing when that's gone, they're gone, right? So, like I say, if you need this, you need it, and the $500 for it, it's a little expensive, but when you need it, right? So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please let me know down in the comments below. Thanks. Cheers.